The Sunday Night Football last night, Pittsburgh beats the Bengals 30-20. I'm having this weird thought about the Bengals. Like, I thought that they were so much better than they were. I thought they would beat the Steelers yesterday. I didn't think they would be down what they were in the second half. Recapping it on the Cincinnati Enquirer, they allowed a 67-yard punt return for a touchdown, fumbled a punt snap, giving Pittsburgh a first down at the Bengals 1, permitted Roethlisberger enough time in the pocket to buy a pizza, and tackled like they were only somewhat interested. Yeah. A bad day for the Bengals, but I don't understand why they played down to that level.
So last week I said that the Bengals might be the most complete team in the AFC.
Yes, you did.
I take it back. I denounce and reject myself. Sorry.
Yeah, where Steve was wrong.
Yeah. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We have off days.
Like that was a Steve. Oh.
Yeah.
Unbearable.
What we've learned all season in the NFL is that there are no perfect teams. Anybody can beat, just about anybody can beat anybody, especially if they're home. Never, and can I remember, and it's always important, is home field advantage going to be more important than in this playoff. Never has it been an ironclad lock more than one team that we all know is going to go to the Super Bowl. It's going to go to the Super Bowl, barring some injury. No one's beaten Seattle there. It's not happening.
Yep.
They're going to the Super Bowl. I don't think either of those games will be close. And I'm curious what the spreads will be.
It might be close, but they're certainly going to the Super Bowl. I agree with you.
The Eagles?
I don't know who's going to beat Seattle, but San Francisco is going to the Super Bowl. Okay,
wait. What do you
want to put on?
No, I don't want to put anything on it. I already put way too much on it.
I'll bet you 20 to win 500.
Okay, to San Francisco to go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Deal.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, okay. I'll take that. They're good. It's not crazy. They're very good.
There's only one team I think that could beat Seattle. The Packers. If they get Aaron Rodgers back and they're clicking. That's the only team.
I agree.
No, they were clicking when they won the Super Bowl.
No, the NFC, you guys are crazy. NFC's packed with awesome teams. Any of those teams can beat Seattle if they get lucky on
Can Carolina?
No, I understand that, okay? And then, not Carolina. Carolina can't beat them.
Carolina.
No, they
can win in Seattle?
Yeah.
I think
no, the two teams you got to bet. I mean, look, I got my, if the Lions or the Cowboys somehow get into the playoffs, obviously you bet against them. But Bengals and Panthers are not going to. They're
making no noise.
No. You bet against them in the first round. If they get lucky, you double down, triple down in the second round. Okay, anyway, in the NFC, anybody could theoretically beat the Seahawks. And then San Francisco comes in and goes to the Super Bowl and you say San Francisco can't beat Aaron Rodgers-led Packers? Of course they can. They kick the shit out of them, right?
Yeah, no.
Right.
Look, somebody's got to beat Seattle.
Yeah, that's right.
And because, although, it's not like the sample size of Colin Kaepernick in Seattle is too small to make a decision. He's looked so terrible in the two starts that you're tempted to make that decision rashly. But no, look, I just think home field advantage is so important. They look so dominant. They look so complete in a league where Minnesota beats Philadelphia by 18 points, and you're like, how did that happen?
Yeah, no, if Seattle was in the AFC, then I'd 1,000,000% agree with you guys. And in the AFC, I mean, again, who the hell's going to win? They're not the Bengals. Not the Bengals.
Not the Patriots. I'm betting against the Patriots in the first round.
And by the way, Marvin Lewis, it has to be said, is overrated. He's
really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree. He's overrated.
Yeah, he doesn't get the job done, man.
I think he's that highly rated.
Yeah, but he's not. That's what I was gonna say. He's not that high.
No, I mean, how long has he been the coach there? 28 years straight.
But he's an NFL head coach caliber guy.
Yeah, he's Jay Cutler of coaches.
That's a good call.
He's taken a team a franchise that was moribund, that was a joke, and he has made them better than average. Yeah. They're good. They're not going to do anything in the playoffs. There's no magic happening there.
He's not going to win a Super Bowl.
And they can't look. You got to remember, Pittsburgh in a division game. That stuff matters. It's hard to win there. It just is. And the Steelers are 6-8. And I took them as one of my unders. I thought they'd do poorly this year. But that said,
what was the over/under?
9.5. They're pretty close to. I mean, obviously last week they get that miracle victory, one other win, then they're 8-6, and they're right in it. It's not like they're horrible.
Cincinnati, by the way, against Minnesota, against Baltimore, Pittsburgh at Green Bay, against Cleveland.
Cincinnati, and Baltimore wins the tiebreaker with the Bengals. If the Ravens beat the Lions tonight, which I feel like will be a super high-scoring game, then the Ravens win the division. So don't
count out the Ravens yet.
Yeah, definitely don't count out the Ravens.